Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So tonight, Agl Tapion, Tech Tapion, and LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku will be arriving on Global Dokkan. So I figured now would be a good opportunity to kind of show off, I did LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku yesterday. I might do Agl Tapion and maybe Tech Tapion today as well. I would say all three of them, like, they're capable units. Tech Tapion's really good, and then LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, obviously, as a summonable LR, he is one of the best units in the game. But the giant category team and Tapion himself, Agl Tapion that is, I do find a little lacking. Now, I mean, this is going to be a very defensive team. The problem is just that the team, like, overall is just not going to be very strong, because a lot of these giant characters are not really that powerful. What I mean by this, of course, is that there are 0 Dokkan Fest exclusives on this squad, because Agl Tapion is not a Dokkan Fest card. Great Ape Turles is very good, but he's not a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Lord Slug, who is newly released on JP, is very good, but again, not a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Obviously, you guys should be very familiar with Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. We have this World Tournament Kid Goku, who I brought just because he gets a 70% defensive buff. And then we also have Bergamo. I see a lot of hate for Bergamo. Bergamo's not bad. I mean, if Bergamo had an awakening and he had, like, Fierce Battle added to him, he'd be a pretty solid unit. Bergamo is far from a bad unit. You know, there's literally 100 SSRs you could pull unfeatured that are worse than Bergamo. So don't be upset if you pull him. Now, I went ahead and 100% in my AGLC. Here's some of the reason with this team is, as you guys can see, we're not exactly super attacking very. We're not exactly super attacking a lot. Links are a problem on this team. There aren't really, like, good support units to help out. Like, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a solid support unit in terms of, the team dealing additional damage. But what he's not going to do is make it so that your units will super easier. He doesn't give ki from his passive. Now, I would, like, just when I get these 2 rotations in check, like, you know, it'll be fine. Agl Tapion and then Great Ape Turles, and then Lord Slug and Tapion on the other rotation. Like, again, you know, it's solid, but this is just not the kind of team that you're, you know, used to seeing. Not the kind of team you expect to use in this day and age. Like, they gave the giant category, like, 150% buff. Like Tapion has, like, a real leader skill in terms of the buffs. You know, he has the same leader skill that Super Saiyan 2 Kefla has. It's just Tapion is for the giant category rather than the Patara category, right? So it's a real category team. It's just there's just not good enough units on the team. Like, you need at least one, like, very powerful LR or Dokkan Fest exclusive to really, I think, make this team kind of work as intended and make it very solid. Now, Lord Slug might do the most damage on the team. Again, Lord Slug is very, very good. I know it's probably going to be surprising for a lot of people, but Lord Slug is actually a beast, bro. Like, as soon as I can, I'm going to wait to see what Future Gohan looks like first. The upcoming Dokkan Fest for JP. Alright, still no transformations, which is just absolute dog shito! I would love a transformation right about now, because that's a big part of this team as well, is actually getting these transformations to occur. Like the giant team, it's part of the, the basis here. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead, Great Ape Turles, he's actually very powerful. Crit for 1.4 is pretty good on this team. I'm probably going to 100% Physical Lord Slug. I just am waiting until Physical Future Gohan is revealed, and I see if I'm going to 100% him or not. And then at that point, I might 100% Future Gohan or Lord Slug. whatever ends up being the case. So, a big part of this team as well is that you can do like additional transformations, right? So like normally, oh, that's very good for damage from a super attack from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Normally, a Great Ape is probably can transform like 2 times in a fight, right? But with each Tapion leader, you get an additional time to transform. So what happens is once you fall below 50% HP, as long as you keep the Tapions on rotation, you're going to be able to kind of like spam Tapion transformations for a little while. So here we got Turles Great Ape transformation. Unfortunately, one reason why the Great Ape transformations are so bad is that potential system buffs do not apply to these units after they have gone ahead and transformed, right? So like normally, if Turles here was he's 100%. I've got him 100% in the dupe system. If he had those buffs right now while he was attacking, he would be doing like 1.5, 1.7, 1.8 million damage to Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And like that, well, maybe not that high, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like at least 1 million, right? And that would be a complete game changer for the amount of damage that he could do. But for whatever reason, I guess they decided that's too busted or too broken. Personally, I understand, I guess, why maybe crits and additionals can't happen. But I do think the extra stats from the potential system absolutely should be factored in here. There's no excuse, because these Great Apes, they just aren't good enough by themselves. They do need that little extra buff. Alright, so let's move on to Vegeta. Now again, kind of the point I want to do is I want to get below 50% health, because that's where the giant category team does kind of get a little bit more fun. Because at that point, you're able to have Tapion just sort of transform repeatedly. And I don't want to get a super attack with all of those AGL orbs, just because I didn't want to actually heal right there, because I want to fall below 50% health. That's why I put Lord Slug there. Now, Vegeta definitely won't be able to do enough damage to Lord Slug just with normals, but he could if he super attacked Lord Slug. Oh, okay, well, see, again, Lord Slug, he's not bad, man. One reason I definitely, Bergamo with the transformation, okay. One reason I went ahead and put Lord Slug on the team here is because I did want to kind of show you guys, global players, that Lord Slug, again, is like a very good, yeah, I would say he's a very good unit. We do kind of get caught up in LRs and Dokkan Fest units, like, Vegito Blue, SCR Rose, Goku Black. But we can't sleep on how good something like Lord Slug is, or like Great Ape Turles, when he awakened alongside the Dokkan Fest Turles. I thought that was actually quite a big deal. That Great Ape Turles is fantastic. He's an exceptional unit. I do hope they continue to make more awakenings that good for older units. Although Great Ape Turles, when he came out, he was always a solid unit, right? Like he actually had a nice little attack buff and things like that. Hopefully when future Gohan comes out, but we already know we're getting a new Prime Battle free-to-play LR, which is going to be very, very exciting. Hopefully we can get some other units to awaken. I think personally, one of the best things Akatsuki has done lately. Oh, wow. So, okay, just to clarify what happened right there for y'all. Bergamo transformed against the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta. We took him down, and then after defeating a phase, the transformation will wear off. Now, I've kept my rotations in check. Like Bergamo popped up again, and, he transformed again. That was crazy. We got, okay, so see, here's where, the giant category team, I guess, will be, maybe for a free-to-play player, I suppose the giant category team could be pretty good. If you've gotten a lot of trash pulls, which, unfortunately, most of the Great Ape cards I would quantify as trash pulls, Great Ape Fasha, Great Ape Tora, Great Ape Shugesh, You know, those are not like units where you pull them and you're like, yes, yes, yes. Normally that's like, oh, unfeatured garbage. Fuck. Now, if you pull all of those fuckers and you're able to build a giant team, at that point, like, this could be good for free-to-play players in terms of it should be a team that will allow you to beat Dokkan events. Like, a lot of times without using items, it's going to be very, very difficult to... okay, you'll be able to beat Dokkan Fest events without items, but what's going to happen is it's going to take 100 fucking years for you to complete the event. Like, I'm sure this team could beat the Ultra Instinct Goku event with no items. Well, maybe. It will be close. It's just because Ultra Instinct Goku, he would probably be able to tank Harudekarn's damage a lot. But you would get to a point where, like, you're just transformed every turn. So, like, you won't take damage. So this would be a good team for people who maybe don't have, like, really top-tier teams to kind of grind Dokkan Fest medals. Because I saw many players on both Global and JP struggled with the Ultra Instinct Goku event when it first came out. The reason, I will say this too, Ultra Instinct Goku is definitely the hardest Dokkan Fest boss fight in the game. I no doubt about that. Like, between his nuking stage and just how powerful he gets once he actually, transforms into Ultra Instinct, without a doubt. So, here we go, guys. At this point, what happens is we enter as long as you keep your rotations in check by moving the first unit into the last slot, you will keep your rotations. What we are now going to have happen is just constant transformations. We're going to constantly trigger the transformation into Tapion, like, repeatedly, over and over and over again. Or transfer the transformation into Harudekarn, because each Tapion should be able to transform, I believe 3 times during the fight. Because he has one from his passive, and then each Tapion leader gives an additional transformation to the team. So each Tapion could do 3 transformations in the Harudekarn. As long as you keep your rotations in check, the turn will end, and then we'll have another Tapion immediately transform. Now, see, I'm having really fucking bad luck. This is why Great Apes sometimes suck with, keyword placement. I'm really struggling getting a super attack for Harudekarn. So this is the other bad thing with a giant transformation, obviously, is you'll encounter situations like this where you just can't super attack and you're just kind of trapped in this never-ending fight that won't end. Alright, get out of here, Vegeta. Gosh. Alright, so Tapion deforms. He did not transform right there. I don't think we're in any danger, though. We'll be able to go ahead and fuck this dude up. Alright, let me do this right there. That will be a super attack for Tapion, and then we'll get these physical orbs for Physical Lord Slug. Now, the other cool thing about Tapion is that when your health is below 50% health, he gets a massive attack buff. As you guys saw, his attack stat was over 1 million right there. Then Great Ape Turles. These are the 3 strongest units on the team for sure. So a rotation with all 3 of them there, we're able to pretty easily dominate Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, again, it might be kind of a weird team because in order for Tapion to be at his best, you do have to be below 50% health. I figure at this point, I might as well go ahead and do the breakdown for Agl Tapion. Certainly not a unit I recommend any global players go out of their way to pull. Because again, my Tapion is 100%, and as you guys saw, like, he wasn't really that impressive. So this is Phantom Majin Sealed Within. Interesting that they did change that from when, it was the Japanese name. Majin, of course, is Demon, so it's Phantom Demon Sealed Within. And then Tapion Harudekarn. Now, the fact that Harudekarn is part of his name, do keep in mind, guys, you are not able to farm this Tapion super attack. You can farm the Tech Tapion, but not the AGL Tapion. His leader skill is the Giant category, Key 3, and HP attack and defense 150%. And then he gets 1 additional transformation to all allies into the Giant form. That should apply from both leaders, by the way. His passive skill is Secret Mission, which reduces damage received by 50%, and then he gets a 150% attack buff and a 50% defensive buff when HP is 50% or below, and then he will break the Phantom Majin Seal when HP is 50% or below once only. But on the Giant team, I believe he can do it up to 3 times, and that will allow him to transform into Hirudegarn. His links are Brainiacs, Hero, Experienced Fighters, Revival, Transform, Rival Duo, and Fierce Battle. So his links, for the most part, are pretty bad on his teams. 12K multiplier is 150%, which is pretty good. And then nothing special as Hirudegarn. He does evade all enemy attacks, but Great Apes are immune to damage anyway. And he does do about 1,000,000 damage per super as Hirudegarn, which is certainly pretty good. A lot better than other Great Apes because of the fact that he greatly raises his attack on super for 1 turn. That is why. Also, Tapion does have 3 categories here. He has the Giant category, in the running for one of the worst categories in the game. He also has the Revived Warriors category, where he's not really a good unit fit at all. And then, of course, he is also on the Movie Boss category team, where, again, he's not really a great fit, but the Movie Boss category team is a very, very good team. So, all in all, I would, strongly recommend, if you want to do some summons on Tapion's banner, do 1 or 2, but don't target this guy, don't aim for this guy. He will be unfeatured in future banners. Let him come to you. He's not good enough, not worthy chasing. Tech Tapion, I think, is a lot better. But, alright guys, that will be it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.